Hello, Chrissy. This is some final video feedback for you on the web banner ad. We've got 2 weeks to go. If you need any help with anything, don't hesitate to reach out. And if I can encourage you to a strong finish. Chrissy, this is very nice. It has a unique quality to it, and normally these ads have some picture that gives a context for the exterior, at least, of the resort. But I like these effects. I particularly like the way that you have put a drop shadow. This alone is an interesting composition, I think, typographically, and a good example of word painting. I'm wondering, whether, well, no, I think that's good. The flower silhouette, is there any reason for it not to reach into this box? The separation, it's like this is one ad and this is another. Is there any way that you could use this almost like a suture or something to tie these two halves together? I like that they're asymmetrical. You could probably push that to make this portion even smaller. Because, it's verging on in the middle, but not quite. Your animation is great. That's all you need, really. And I'm instinctively drawn to want to click here. So think whether you even need the URL, given that if I were to click here, I would probably go to the home page, right? I like the way you manipulated the color of the flower to be in perfect unison with the corporate palette. One other thing you might consider is not having this white box, perhaps extending the turquoise across the field. But I do like the way your silhouette sits on top of a white background. And I think it's evidence of a competent tracery. There's maybe a few areas you could, take out a few pixels or two, but really overall, it's very nice. And the quality is unique. Chrissy, your documentation of your process is just exemplary, and you've given us, several screenshots. You can work those into your final reflection. It's not required, but think of how nice a illustrated reflection would be. And in, the interest of combining type and imagery, which is one of the things that this class is about, it would give you some practice. I realize too, it's outside of the requirements. But think about your final reflection and how you can best utilize your screenshots. Let's see, unless you've done that already, let's take a look. Oh, this is the PDF of the print poster. Good. Keep comparing the two because am I missing something here? Keep comparing the print ad. Call it poster. Wow, how different it is. Against the web ad, they should look of a piece. I love this background and the turquoise cast that it has to it. And I do remember this from several weeks ago. I'm thinking that your ad could look a lot more like this and this beautiful silhouette. Unless that was your intention, and I am missing something. Let me go back. Chrissy, I've opened it up in Photoshop. I see you have everything nicely organized on layers. For the most part, I can turn them on or off. And some of the type. And then I see your simple 2-frame animation. You might want to know about tweening. That's where you put transition frames in. Just going to quickly do it with the default settings here. And the idea is, there's these parameters that you can change or not. I've used all three. One of them is, I think, transparency. I would, probably speed it up a little bit, select all those frames, maybe just to give you an idea of what that might look like, and back it up. So if I've done things correctly, oh, I see. No, ignore that. It works just fine. I was just, if you wanted to make this a little less blinky, you might consider using tweening. But Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure which one I prefer. I think either I am inclined to want to click on. Your choice.